Hi everyone, this is a very spontaneous impromptu Facebook Live because I've been very lucky today to meet up with Sandy and we've been having a meeting about expanding Blossom and Berry Spanish courses in the next couple of years. We've got one viewer, and also our retreat in a few weeks' time, which we're absolutely so excited about. It's our first Blossom and Berry retreat, and how we're going to put that together for all of our lovely guests. So I thought, while I've got Sandy here, it'd be quite interesting to share her story of how she's involved in Blossom and Berry, how she started with Blossom and Berry as a student, and she's now gone on to be an amazing, dynamic and engaging lecturer and co-founder of Blossom and Berry Mexico and all of our Spanish-speaking courses online. So I thought it would be great to just connect up. So thank you for coming on and doing this Facebook Live.
Thank you. Thank you for listening.
So what we're going to do is I'm just going to ask Sandy a few questions just so that you can get an idea of how Sandy's become involved in Blossom and Berry. If you've got any things you want to ask us, then you can pop them in the comment box and we can take any questions. And we'll be sharing this as well in case you're not watching this live now. So Sandy, we've known each other how long for?
Well, I first trained with Gayle in 2011.
Okay, so seven years. Okay, yeah. So 7 years ago, I met Sandy as my student. And what were you doing? I can't remember. What were you doing?
Well, the way I came across it was pretty much accidentally, I would say. At the time, I was an outreach worker in Ealing in West London as part of an outreach project run by a charity called Quorum. So we were trying to reach out to families that had children between 0 and 5, and we were struggling kind of getting people through the door that were like pregnant women and babies very young. So I was one of the lucky people that was sent to your training at that time to become a baby massage instructor. So I pretty much didn't really do it by choice. It was like as part of the CPD that was offered to me as a family support worker. I got the pleasure to meet you, and then I fell in love with the practice, and then I had kind of like a line of families because we had the referrals coming in. So I didn't really struggle doing my case studies. I did my case studies straight away. It was really fun that I studied with other colleagues, so we could offer baby massage in the borough and doing it through all our lovely children's centres that had amazing resources. So I just fell in love with teaching that, and I saw the benefits like so much in the families. I did lots of one-to-ones with families that I was visiting in the home, and I did lots of groups. Big groups like 10 families, 12 families. Wow. We offered them. We were lucky because everything was funded. So families that were accessing my courses, they didn't need to pay for them. Yeah. So I just had waiting list all the time and just doing more. So it was really fun.
And then a few years later, you came and did baby yoga, didn't you?
Yes, that was more. I loved it so much, and then. I then decided to leave my job as a family support worker for various reasons, but I didn't want to abandon that aspect of what it gave me. Really, like if I was to pick one thing that I loved of being a family support worker was like running those groups, because that to me gave a very practical toolkit for families to use in their homes and in their day-to-day. So I thought I want to train more and know more. So that's how then independently I decided to train again with you, and I chose baby yoga and trained with you in your house, and it's so much fun.
And your business at the time was kin to skin,
yeah. Just I still have it like a local. Hey, I'm based in Southeast London, and just love still having that presence with families, and because of my background of supporting families, perhaps not in a very privileged scenario and context. When I created Kin to Skin, I was with that in mind to like keep reaching out to kind of different audiences that not necessarily were reached. And so I have continued to do it.
It's amazing, yeah. So when I met Sandy, she, as you can probably see the way she's speaking about, that passion for spreading the benefits of infant massage was there, the same with me. And obviously with her background as being a family support worker and working in, really like on the front line, helping parents. And as you said, like putting a lot of the information around the importance of infant mental health and bonding and secure attachment, but actually using the practice of infant massage to empower parents with, a daily practice that they could do that actually, it facilitates that process without actually having to talk about it and say, you should be doing this with your baby. So I think that's one of the wonderful things about baby massage is that through the daily practice, so many benefits for baby are created, and also for parents as well. But it's not something that this seems like a chore or you're being told to do, because, if you get the right time, it's something that's really good fun, and it then becomes part of your relationship with your child as they grow as well. So when I saw this passion, I thought to myself, maybe one day we will work together in a different way. So I was very happy when, probably about 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, Sandy approached me and said, look, I really love what you're doing, and I'd love to be able to share it more with Spanish speakers, because I don't know if you introduced the fact that you're from Mexico.
Yes, true. I didn't say, but my you could probably tell by the accent. I speak Spanish, and so my home country is Mexico.
Yeah. So my mission at Blossom and Berry is to share the benefits of baby massage with as many parents as I can across the world. And I'd already expanded into Dubai. I have an amazing tutor in Italy called Christina, who really helped me to expand there. Obviously, we have everything that we do in Malawi, but to be able to translate all of the benefits of our course into Spanish was something which, really excited me. And obviously, because I'd worked with Sandy, we're really aligned with what we want to do. We share exactly the same vision and principles. We give exactly the same service to all of our teachers and our students. We absolutely love creating new materials for our teachers and being supportive all the time. It just seemed like a perfect match. So what was it that really made you want to take that step from local teacher to become lecturer and founder of Blossom and Berry Mexico and Spanish speaking side?
Well, I think it's just like you're contagious, like your energy and your knowledge, and so you just kind of pass the ball and I can't get rid of. So, and I don't want to get rid of, because I'm like, it's not an infection, it's kind of like good.
Yeah.
Good passing on.
Good vibes.
Yeah, so I just thought, you know what, if I have the privilege to like understand both languages and be bilingual, and I'm in a position in which I can share with the world and with my, even more, like I'm still very connected to my country, even though I've been living in the UK for nearly 10 years. It just was just so much in it for me, and so much in it for the world, if I see it in a more kind of altruistic way, because it really comes from the heart and the way I want to share it. So then it was kind of like, and you're a doer, kind of like, yes, let's do it. And then so it didn't sound that crazy, and then we did it.
Yeah, and so now in Mexico, how many students have we trained?
Yeah, well, we have had 4 cohorts now, so we have over 30 qualified teachers now, and some are on in the pipeline to get qualified. So there's a lot of stories going on. If you want to know more about what's going on for our students in Mexico, I frequently post their stories. It's the 4th Tuesday of the month, and I'm going to post today about one of our students, Mariana, who has a child development center in Mexico City. So it's many different stories, many different walks of life, but aligned with the same vision as you and I, and very committed people. So it's been a privilege to get to know those people, and And
we just launched the Blossom and Berry baby massage teacher training course in Spanish online as well. So if you're watching and you are a Spanish speaker, or you're someone who's bilingual and would like to speak and teach in Spanish, you can, when you enroll as a student, either way, if you enroll for the English courses, you can access the Spanish resources and vice versa. So in that way, we're really helping to share this really important message and knowledge as far as we can across the world. So I think that's another reason why Blossom and Berry is really different. Like, one of our main objectives is to just try to connect with as many parents as we can, and we do that through our training, because there's only so much that Sandy and I can do on our own. But when we have our teachers join us, they just become part of our extended family and our extended nurture collective, who then go out and share that message. And in that way, we're having a real like ripple effect and making the benefits go further and further. So that's the plan. So also, if you're listening here, I can see that
someone wants to
saying here that you want some baby massage training in Thailand. Lots of thumbs going up. Absolutely. So that is the aim, really, is that as my students become teachers, and then my teachers get more and more experience, eventually, of course, I'd love to welcome them into Blossom and Berry and become lecturers and have their own practices in different countries. Obviously, where there's not English speaking, I can't go and deliver the content, but we would absolutely love to get more people involved as well. So that's a big thumbs up to that one. So I wanted to finish off just by saying, so what would you say in a nutshell? What do you love about Blossom and Berry? I know I'm sitting next to you, so you can't
no,
really say
I'm
much.
genuine. My answers are genuine. There's a lot of things I love about Blossom and Berry, but if I was to choose one, I would say the community, like the just the sense of being part of something bigger, and the sense of, like, you might be working locally with families and sharing these with parents, but that means so much as a ripple effect, as you said, as like a snowball. And I think just being part of a collective is what I value the most.
Like the good thing is that within our group and within our community, you can really kind of get your geek on about all these things that are really important. So if you're really interested in infant and maternal mental health, we're all aligned. We're all here to promote those values, whether it's through baby massage, baby yoga, or our other courses like baby confidence. Everything is aligned to just help to support parents and babies, because parents are children's first teachers. They are so important. They need to be value supported and nurtured, and babies are our future. So the investment that we're making into early years development through infant massage and yoga, and through stressing the importance of early wiring for the brain for love and not stress, is going to have a huge effect on the way that our children develop and how society develops for all of us. So I know I go on about this a lot, but I really do believe that if we start investing in the health and well-being of mums and babies, we can really make a massive difference, because we're teaching children how to be more empathetic, more connected, which then creates a more compassionate and ultimately peaceful society. So baby massage definitely can change the world, and that's what I'm here to do, to help to put as much of that into the world as I can. Okay, this is like I said, it's a little impromptu Facebook Live. As I said, if you want to find out more about what Sandy's doing in Mexico, or any of our Spanish speaking courses, we have a sister site. Do you want to?
Well, I'll pop it in the comments. It's the same, Blossom and Berry, just put /Spanish. So you'll be able to access it that way, or through the Blossom and Berry site. If you go to international, then you can also, I will pop it in there for you to log in directly. But through the Blossom and Berry site, you can also,
if you flip down onto international, there's a tab that says Spanish, so you can go over that way. And we'll also put the Facebook page for Blossom and Berry Spanish and Mexico, so if you want to visit that one, you can. And if you're listening and you've been inspired by Sandy's story in terms of being a student with me, developing her practice for a few years, becoming a lecturer, and then starting up her own branch in Mexico, then do get in touch with us, because we're looking for like-minded people to come and join us. So thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you later.
Thank you.
Bye.